Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to do a really quick lesson clarifying some of the questions that came up in the previous video about picking our perfect trio. A lot of people left comments and sent messages asking questions about that video, so I'm here to try and expand on this topic further and apologize for the misunderstandings in the last video. The last video was meant to be more of a generalized color video aimed at trying to help people pick colors that would work best and not be a brand by brand specific color video. With the numerous companies out there and endless pigment variations, it would be impossible for me to tell you every specific color in every brand that could work for a trio. The goal was to let you know what you could look for if you were shopping from a different brand or trying to pick a similar but workable color that might already be in your collection or available in your area. I sincerely apologize for the confusion, and I appreciate everyone who left constructive criticism in the last video. My goal is to create a genuinely helpful and free masterclass, and I appreciate that you are taking not only your precious time to be here, but are spending your hard-earned money on supplies for this class. I don't want anyone left feeling like something was left not explained well enough. So in this video, we are going to clarify some of those questions and talk about some of the colors or pigments that I recommend and some that I don't for each color. For more information on materials, including brand by brand recommendations, please check the description box down below. I also have my Patreon page for anyone who is interested in supporting this free masterclass series, linked down below. To start out, I never clarified in this series what kind of trio we are creating. I'm choosing to focus on a magenta, yellow, and cyan trio. The reason being is that this trio can create other primary colors, like our red, yellow, and blue. But a red, yellow, blue primary color trio can't make this trio or all of the colors that can be created from this trio. For example, magenta and yellow can create a bright primary red, but a bright primary red can't create a magenta or the colors that only a magenta could create. Therefore, the magenta is more versatile in our trio. The goal of this trio is to make as many colors with as few colors as possible. For that reason, I'm looking for colors that are transparent or as transparent as possible. I'm also looking for colors that have a very good range, or what I'm referring to as a dynamic range. I want there to almost be a color shift from light to dark. I want the mass tone to be very dark and the lightest color to be as close to a cyan, magenta, or lemon yellow color as possible. We also want to pay attention to how warm or cool our colors are. This is a complex and difficult to explain topic, but to boil it down for this video, we don't want a yellow that is nearing green or orange, a magenta that is nearing purple or red, and we don't want a blue that is nearing purple or green. The colors you pick shouldn't have any granulation to them, especially as a beginner. Granulation is when the pigment size is large enough that there is an apparent texture to our paint. This can be a fun effect as you experiment later on or as you build your collection. However, granulation should be avoided for building your perfect trio, as it can affect your mixes and the versatility of your trio. For example, when you are mixing a cool yellow or a light green, we may not want to have dark blue pigment particles in our color that we are trying to mix. Next, we are looking for transparent colors. This is because transparent colors are more luminous, have a better color range, and are easier to mix. Again, we are looking for dark mass tones and light diluted colors. Opaque colors can tend to have a minimized color range that will also limit our color mixing ability significantly. For example, if we were trying to mix a black or gray from our yellow, a transparent yellow can do this almost effortlessly. An opaque yellow may leave us with only the ability to mix brown. For this next part, I want to be very clear, as some of what I said was misconstrued in the last video. For magenta, we want to pick a rose or pink color when diluted. A PV19 is a perfect pigment for this color, but be careful as this pigment also has a wide variety of colors. Avoid any color that is too red or too purple. A PV42 is another great pigment choice I've seen. The color names will also vary, so I can't give you the exact information on what to look for in your chosen brand. However, quinacridone rose, quinacridone pink, permanent rose, quinacridone red are some of them. For yellow, I do not like PY3. Even though it's a standard choice for a trio, I wanted to acknowledge that it's a common pick in the last video, but I find it to be too opaque, and in many brands, it has a limited color range. I want a yellow that when diluted has a lemon yellow color, but the darkest value will be a deep gold. I want to pick yellows that are transparent. Often, PY150 is a perfect choice if you can find it. I like New Gamboge and Indian Yellow as they usually contain this pigment. Also look for Nickel Azo Yellow or Transparent Yellow as they can be single pigment colors. For blue, I like Phthalos. I often go with a red shade, but go with what looks best in the brand that you are shopping in. I want the mass tone to be dark, almost black, but a beautiful, mostly neutral blue when diluted. These are going to be PB15 pigments. When you look at the label, they are occasionally called intense blue or may use the brand name in the color name. Prussian blue is an alternative choice for a trio as well, but keep in mind it's a more desaturated blue. When shopping for a blue, avoid colors that are too green, lacking the range we want, are too desaturated, or too warm. Keep in mind that these rules can be broken and that other colors can work with varying levels of success. I picked these colors to be versatile, with a large range of mixable colors, and good for beginners. Advanced artists, or artists with a different color need, may vary their palette. I may pick a few fun, non-standard, perfect trios to demo later on in the series. I hope that this cleared up some questions and that you found it helpful. I wanted to thank my patrons for supporting me in this masterclass, and I wanted to let you know that I appreciate you so much. If you would like to become a patron, I will have my Patreon page linked down below. There you will also find additional resources for this class, whether you sign up or not. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you on Friday. Bye!